All right, and what's the next motion?
Motion for judge to preclude use of YouTube and live streaming or video recording from any news source during the course of the trial in this case.
Any news source?
It's my understanding, Your Honor, some news agency in town is going to live stream this or intends to.
All right, I have no control over what a news person will or will not do. And I've already made a ruling over, I think I previously ruled on that. I have no control over what other people do.
You can't control your courtroom, Your Honor. You can't preclude them from being in here
No, I'm not going to preclude the media from being in the courtroom. Why would I?
during the course of the trial.
No, why would I preclude them from being in the courtroom?
Because it's my client's right. Specifically, this argument mostly argues Texas Rule of Evidence 614, the rule. And it's not a discretionary rule, it's mandatory that request once the rule is invoked, the judge shall require the witnesses. How do we protect?
Oh, are you anticipating that people from the media are going to come in to testify?
Not testify, record or broadcast. And the point is, under 614, we're supposed to be allowed to have witnesses testimony separate and no commentary and no viewing of it. Every witness is able to look on YouTube to see what's going on in the court.
All right.
Which means every bit of testimony will already be heard. TRE 614 is not just for language. It's about the rights of the client. And how do we protect his rights when every witness potentially has the ability to see every previous witness?
Well, the question is whether or not they actually will do that. And the other question is whether or not people who are not precluded from the rule will tell them what they've seen and heard. So that's something you all will have to tell your witnesses. They're not allowed to view anything, which is the instruction that is given to every witness who testifies after their testimony. The instructions they're given is they are not to view anything. If there was something from some news media source, they are not allowed to watch it. They're not allowed to discuss their testimony with anyone. Now, whether or not they end up discussing their testimony with anyone, does anyone really know unless they ask that question? I give the instructions and they will either follow the instructions or they will not. And if it's determined that they are not following the instructions that the court has given them, then other steps will be taken. And that'll be up to the request of the defense counsel.
Effectively, then, Ronnie, you acknowledge that there's no guarantee that your order will be followed by either side, defense or
Well, this is what I'm acknowledging. Can you make a guarantee that if there is no media up, whenever a witness completes their testimony and I instruct that witness that they are not allowed to discuss their testimony with anyone, can anyone here guarantee that that witness is not going to discuss their testimony with anyone?
Absolutely not.
So-
However, your testimony will be available to anybody to see.
Mhm.
And that's, I believe, a denial of my client's constitutional rights and statutory rights, specifically under Texas law with the Texas Rules of Evidence.
All right, your motion to preclude media, your motion to preclude YouTube is denied.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Now, Your Honor, I have a medical appointment. I advise the court beforehand up at the medical center. So it's Mrs. Braun's motion on the suppression. So I'm asking people to excuse now. My client doesn't object.
All right, Mr. Ruiz, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give would be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state your name for the record.
Jose Angel Ruiz.
All right, you understand that technically Ms. Conley is your first chair attorney on this case?
ma'am.
And she is asking to leave to go to a doctor's appointment. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objections to her leaving?
No, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal as it relates to her leaving the courtroom during these motions?
Not sure what that means.
All right, you want to discuss that with your attorneys?
For the record, Your Honor, I was here for the morning docket. It was changed to 2:30.
All right, for the record, everyone knows the rules of the courts are this. If you are ready to proceed, you approach the clerk, have them place their file up here. No one ever said they were ready to proceed on motions, so that's why we're here in the afternoon.
At one point, Your Honor, the court told Warren Wolf not to go near the coordinator while you were giving, while you were taking.
While we were on the record.
Yes.
Yes. And so this is what ends up happening. And this is what the court saw. This hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. Everyone in this court knows the rules. You've been in this courtroom before with the rules, and the rules are when you are ready to proceed, approach the clerk. They will pull your file. Your file will be placed here. I kept announcing throughout the court hearing today, hey, we are recessing exactly at 12. I said, nobody rush the court at 11:45 because we're recessing at 12. Nobody moved. People still were chatting and laughing in the box. Then I said, again, I made another announcement midday. Everyone, you all need to move with the purpose because we're recessing at 12. And then at 11:52, that's when I got an announcement that, hey, you know, you all are ready on Ruiz. That's the first time anyone said you all were ready. Nobody ever asked the clerk to pull a file. I cannot read minds and think that people are ready when they're not. So we're back to my question, Mr. Ruiz. Are you waiving your right to appeal as it relates to your counsel leaving the court today to go to her doctor's appointment?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. May I have excuse?
Yes. Was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 1468 for the offense of theft 2,500 to 30,000 of a vehicle on June 6, 2022 for a period of 2 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, violated condition number 2 on or about the 24th day of February 2023 in Oasis County, Texas. The defendant, Anthony Luis Ortiz, did in there consume alcoholic beverages in violation condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor. Full waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objection?
No objections, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, and it's to deny the motion, continue the individual on this deferred, extend for 2 years, and enter the state ISF substance abuse track.
And is that your agreement?
It is, Judge.
All right, and probation?
That is the approved, Judge. And Judge, if I may, it is my understanding he has already accepted to go to ISF on another out-of-county case, so this would be concurrent with that case.
All right. So why are you not, can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes,
Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Anthony Luis Ortiz.
All right, Mr. Ortiz, why are you not performing well on probation? What's the issue?
I just lost my job. My wife had just got pregnant with my third baby. And things got a little hectic for me. So after she had the baby, my second, she had got pregnant again. And after she had the baby, me and her family, we had went out to drink.
All right, why are you saying she had got pregnant as though you had nothing to do with this? It's not she had got pregnant. I'm assuming you know how children are made,
Yes,
where they
Your Honor.
come from.
Yes,
So
Your Honor.
stop saying she had got pregnant.
Yes, Your Honor. But
So,
me and her family had went out to dinner. And she had just had the baby. So it was okay for her to drink now. So I enjoyed one glass with her. And I went the next day to go take a drug test and I had failed it. And I admitted to it.
all right. So how old are your children?
My oldest is 3 years old. My second born is about to be 1 on the 16th of this month, Your Honor. And my third was just born about 4 days ago. He's about 4 days old.
Have you completed parenting classes?
Yes, Your Honor, I did in Corpus Christi. They said they were going to provide proof to the probation over there, and that there was ran concurrent, so they were going to shoot it over here to let y'all know that I did complete it at the high again parenting classes.
But you have not learned anything from parenting classes, because if you had, one of the things is you need to take responsibility. Or as I've learned that now young people are saying, you need to stand on business. You're not standing on business. So I'm going to follow their agreement, but you know what this means? That means that you're spending time away from your newborn and two other children.
Yes, Your Honor.
And once you get out, you had better change your ways. Otherwise, you could be looking at going to the state jail facility for 2 years. I don't know what your other county case is, how much time you're looking at there, but by the time you get out, your youngest will be walking. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 2 true. The court will deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to extend for 2 years and state ISF. And he's to remain in custody until transfer.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, does anyone know, we're off the record, does anyone know the wait time?
I do not. State ISF judge will be approximately 30 days.
All right, 30 days.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
May I be excused?
Not from the court.
You, Judge, and I apologize for being an hour or so late.
Oh, it's not a problem.
I just have to comment while I'm here that Mr. Garahan's forehead is shinier by the day.
That is just so wrong. Okay, Mick, let me just tell you, my mom is not going to appreciate that. So she's probably going to come down here looking for you.
Well, okay, it's shiny, but there seems to be more and more of the forehead.
No.
Let's just slow down there.
Yeah, let's slow down. You know what my mom always says, Mick? She says whenever it's concerning her children, she's not going to take a plane or a train or drive because she believes she'll be able to get here faster if she ran. So,
Oh, no,
just
I
letting you know.
believe that too. Well, next Thanksgiving, you need to bring her here instead of
Okay.
you going there.
Okay, well, I'm going to make that happen.
Okay.
All
So
right,
that-
thank you.
Yeah, I know you're getting a fried turkey from somewhere and she needs to try it.
Okay, I will. Thank you
Thank
so
Judge.
much.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.